Hey everyone, today is day 20 of the Incurables program, and today I'm going to talk about the cold sheet experience. So we ended up filming some segments of the bath and the cold sheet treatment. We just had to do it that way. I will have that on the playlist for you guys. Basically today I'm going to map out the segments because it was about maybe 1 to 4 or 5 from what I saw on my camera. And yeah, I just wanted to talk a little bit about the experience. It was intense. I mean, basically everything leading up to the bath was okay. I'd have to say that the garlic injection was not very pleasant. It came out a lot easier than I thought, you know. Talk about that in segments. So I thought it was going to be burning like it did last time, but it didn't. Because I've actually performed that before as an experiment, just to get a feel for what that would entail if I ever did this program. And lo and behold, now I'm doing it years later. So, but basically I did a high enema, I did the garlic injection, and then I sat in the bath. Guys, the bath was so hot, it was actually burning. It felt like it was burning my skin, but it actually wasn't. As you can see in the video segments, my skin is beet red. I tried to get my shoulders and my neck, but I could not. I could not sit in the bath. I tried to cover myself, but I could not sit in the bath. The kind that I used was just way too hot. It actually got up to the point to where my genitals were basically burning, and I had already covered them, like slathered them with Vaseline. But that was the only thing that was very uncomfortable, if anything, burning. And then after that, getting into the cold sheet, it still felt like my skin was on fire. It probably went to... My family member suggested that it might have been my like second or third layer of skin in versus the first, why it was still kind of like radiating and burning. So we did the best that we could to keep me cool and to produce a fever. I felt like we did, but at the same time I was still conscious and talking on camera, so I don't know what that entails, or if it just, you know, if I did it right. I did the best that I could. I did the best that I could with what we had, and that's basically the bath. You basically want to be submerged in that. I made a mistake using 160,000 heat units though for Cayenne. Maybe I should have gone with 50,000. It just, it was too hot. It was way too hot. But I still dunked my belly and my chest and submerged it in water from time to time, even though it burned as I was drinking the tea. I was stuck at that angle with my head slanted forward, drinking and sipping down the tea because it was just very, very uncomfortable. After we did run out of tea, but as I was laying in bed, the only other thing I wanted to mention too was that we put down one more cup of tea for me, so we were able to get that last cup, at least 6. It has to be between 6 and 7 cups. The cold sheet did feel very, very good. But then the heat came back as I was laying down in bed, so I had to deal with that for a couple of hours. My muscles actually feel sore from yesterday, probably from like trying to keep myself out of the tub and my body touching the water. I wasn't expecting it to be that intense of a heat, so I guess I used too much Cayenne. But I don't know. That's really it though. That's all that I can. I mean, it's too late now. I said here and done. I woke up in the middle of the night. After I've watched Leah Hodges' performance of this, she only stayed in the cold sheet for 3 hours. Most people, individuals, as far as the cases go with Dr. Christopher and Dr. Schultz, they would actually sleep in that all night. I still had ice on me in the middle of the night, so we had some sort of a kind of, I don't want to say incubated, but we had it to a point to where it was still cold. We kept that kind of like a fridge or a cooler aspect of it because of the blankets that I had over me. So I woke up shivering. I had to use the bathroom again I'd already gone in the sheet just because I didn't want to get out and I wanted to spend some time in there. I decided to finally get out of the sheet though, because at this point I was just cold, shivering. I wasn't hot anymore. I wasn't radiating heat. The only thing that I could feel was my hands, the palms of my hands were a little hot, and my shins down to my feet were extremely warm. It still felt like there was cayenne on them. So, in the middle of the night, I got out of the sheets, moved the blankets off me, and then I proceeded basically back down here. The bathroom's behind you guys from where you're watching me right now, and I just took a shower and tried to apply as much soap as I could to get the herbs off my skin. We ran out of apple cider vinegar, so I wasn't able to sponge off and wipe off the herbs with apple cider vinegar and water. It's typically what you want to do as far as what Dr. Christopher recommends for his version of the Incurables program. I think that'd be one more thing that I would have added onto it, but we ran out, and obviously it was midnight and I was extremely tired. I'm feeling a little run down today. I feel sore this morning. I got up at like maybe 9:30. I slept in. I've missed a lot of my dosages. I have not done my hydrotherapy yet. After I get done with this video, I'm going to go ahead and do that. It's noon right now, so it's going to be the afternoon here in another hour. But yeah, I just felt exhausted from that experience. It was probably one of the most intense and unpleasant experiences that I've ever experienced in natural healing as far as that goes. But at the same time, I feel good, even though I feel sore and obviously tired. I was thinking some kind of radical healing might happen, but I still do have the canker sores on my mouth. They don't hurt as bad though today as they did yesterday, so still dealing with that. But that's all I wanted to give you guys an update on. Like I said earlier, I'm going to go ahead and map out the segments of the bath and the cold sheet treatment, and then you guys can watch that on the playlist. So that was just the other update I wanted to give you guys, and update for me and how I'm feeling today. We still got about a week left. 10 days? Sorry. Anyway, it's day 20. But if you guys are just finding me on YouTube, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more content, and follow me on this journey of the 30 Days Incurables program. Alright, I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.